here. I'm also booked in for a colonoscopy at the end of November. How much of a break would you recommend Ultimate Fibre around that appointment? Monica, obviously, as per your last question, you said you're going to start having the Qenda around now. It basically is November now, and you're going to start a full cleanse. So, with regard to the colonoscopy, the doctors will tell you when you're supposed to stop eating food previously and stuff like that. And then, basically, at the time when you're supposed to stop eating food, that's probably when I'd stop having the Qenda. Um, if you're going for a colonoscopy, you might as well have the Qenda all the way up until that point, because obviously um, your intestines will be as good as they can be at the time when you're putting a camera up there, which is exactly what you want. Um, no one wants a camera up there, but people want the camera to see a healthy intestinal lining when it goes up there. And obviously, by doing the Qenda for nearly a month up until that point, at least 3 weeks up until that point, it's going to help. So your intestines will be showing less inflammation if there was anything to cleanse out. So yeah, just follow your colonoscopy appointments recommendations. It's been so long since I had a colonoscopy, probably 12 years now. I think they'd make you stop eating food like 24 hours before and drink that prep drink. So I'd have Qenda all the way up until that point. And then after your colonoscopy, you would have done about a month on Qenda, because the colonoscopy gives you that prep drink, which literally just flushes out all your intestines. It flushes out the good and the bad bacteria. After that, I would introduce probiotics and the serapeptase into your protocol, because obviously after 1 month of doing the Qenda, you can add in the enzymes, which is the serapeptase and the probiotics. After the colonoscopy, start on the Qenda again to help soothe the damage that could have been done from the camera. And then obviously the serapeptase can eat away any scar tissue if the camera goes in there and causes any scar tissue. And also add implement probiotics. VSL number 3 is a very good probiotic because it's got all 3 of the lacto, acidophilus, and the bifido strains in there, and it's got it in like hundreds of billions, like 400 billion per serving. So after the colonoscopy, I'd continue with Qenda and add in probiotics. Best is half an hour after a Qenda, or if that doesn't suit your schedule, just have it at any point in the day, just not right before Qenda, because obviously if you add probiotics, add that in your stomach and then add the Qenda, catching up like even when it's in the intestine. So probiotics anywhere up to like an hour before Qenda, half an hour's best. But if you was having the probiotics in the daytime and you was having a second serving of Qenda, just have the probiotics at least an hour before that. But ideally half an hour after Qenda, or a little bit after your breakfast before the afternoon. And if you was having the probiotics twice a day and you was having the Qenda twice a day, I'd then have Qenda before the evening meal, have your evening, and you can have the probiotics after the Qenda before your evening meal in some water, or you can have the probiotics before you go to bed, depending on what time you're having the Qenda. But just follow the recommendations for a colonoscopy, and I'd have the Qenda up until that point, so your colon and your intestines look as healthy as possible for the camera, and then have the Qenda and probiotics after the colonoscopy just to help rebuild, sort any damage, and then also put the probiotics back in, because the prep drink will be zapping the good bacteria, if there's any left in your intestines, out.